And the family of the man charged in the anti-Semitic terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, is now in ICE custody and could soon be deported. It comes after Mohammed Solomon was arrested after the fiery attack on a pro-Israeli march on Sunday afternoon, injuring 12 people while yelling "Free Palestine." Solomon is held on $10 million cash bail and facing attempted murder and hate crime charges. He moved to the U.S. back in 2022, and his latest visa application was pending. But his family's immigration status has not been revealed. Joining me now, I have federal defense attorney Ronald Chapman. Ronald, it's good to see you. As I just mentioned, the family member's legal status is unknown, but would they be in ICE custody if they were here legally? And what grounds does ICE have to immediately deport them?
Well, they had as I understand it, and they would have the ability to be deported if that application was denied and they were therefore in the country illegally and subject to deportation. The real problem that I have here, though, is that it appears that they have been detained and are potentially going to be deported simply because a family member engaged in an attack or an alleged attack against other people, a terrorist attack. And the concern here is that if we are taking immigration action against those individuals for that reason, immigration is used as a punitive tool in this case, which traditionally it should not be. It is a gate into the country, and we deport people who are here illegally, who are traditionally use that as a punishment.
So how atypical is this case then? I mean, how often do we see, a whole family taken into custody because of the alleged actions of another family member?
Incredibly unusual, and it really should be alarming. Really signals a shift that the administration is in the hits and clicks that they get from some immigration, somebody who's engaged in a terrorist attack. I think that that's completely inappropriate. What we need to do.
Hey, Ronald, I got to cut you off. We're having major audio issues, so maybe we can loop back in during commercial break and get us back up and running here, but I'm having a hard time hearing you. So let my team work with you offline for just a second. Let's get back to federal defense attorney Ronald Chapman. Okay, Ronald, you got me now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You never know with live TV. Thanks for sticking around. Let's pick back up where we left off. You got Homeland Secretary Kristi Noem announcing an investigation into these, family members. Were they involved? What do they know? What do they not know? How does their potential deportation impact that ongoing investigation right now?
Absolutely massive concern. So here's the problem. These family members may be a witness for the prosecution. They may also be witnesses for the defense to the extent that insanity is pled and there's some mental capacity issues, which is certainly possible. Deportation, especially to a place that wouldn't allow us to get them back for trial, would cause serious issues with the triability of this case. So it's really inconsistent with the idea that we're pursuing justice in here. What ideally is likely happening is these individuals are rounded up under the threat of deportation so that they can then be interrogated in custody and their value to the case can be learned later on, which again is a very concerning punitive tool in this immigration space that we traditionally shouldn't do.
Yeah, and will his children be treated any differently due to their ages or achievements? Because I know that he has at least one daughter who just graduated from high school. The local paper just highlighted her as being, the best and brightest of her class, had dreams of going to medical school. Is all of that going to go out the window for her because of what her father has allegedly done?
Yeah, very, very terribly concerning here because she could be a victim of this as well. She may have lived with a father that she was terrified of and had serious concerns there, and now she's getting the raw end of this, a sort of punishment associated with it. She's been in this country for a very long time, and as a result, traditionally, she would not be immediately deported or subject to deportation. And if their asylum application was, in fact, recently denied because of this terrorist attack, I would imagine that some notice and opportunity to litigate this issue while they remain in the United States would be the best thing to do. And I expect that's what immigration attorneys will do on her behalf.
I got to end it there, but Ronald Chapman, thank you so much for getting us up to speed. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Talk to you again soon.